everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? How are you today? Hello everybody, it's Thursday. You should have completed your missing diagraph sheets on your clearboard, and you should have completed your Pneumacon edition. Your work after that was to look at the PowerPoints, at all of the different sounds, and then use your skills to read the words to see if you can match them to the correct picture. I hope you're getting on okay with those. They're really good ones to practice. Today we're going to have a look at our storybooks, because that's why you see Bagpuss in the background there. I was looking at the books again, so What the Ladybird Heard Next, and the original one, What the Ladybird Heard. And can you see in the first story, so that's the original book that we looked at, the first one, the farmer woke and said, "Golly gosh," and he called the cops and they came, "Nina, Nina," and they threw the thieves in their panda car. So at the end of the first story, Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len were taken by the police. And then in the second one, so What the Ladybird Heard Next, she saw two men in a big black van with a torch and a sack and a cunning plan. They were Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, who had been to jail but were let out again. Then if you flick to the back of the story, and there they are, they got covered in muck, didn't they? Which serves them right. And it says, "And the bees chased after the two bad men who never came back to the farm again." Now it says they never came back to the farm, but it doesn't say they went to jail again. It doesn't say the police took them away. How do we know they won't go back to the farm? Perhaps that's what everybody thought the first time. So what I thought we could do today is do a wanted poster. Now you can display that wanted poster wherever you like. You could even send it to the farm so all of the animals can remember who they're looking out for. Let's have a look at the whiteboard. So I'm going to have a go at drawing both Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, but you can just choose one of them to draw. How many of you think I should draw Hefty Hugh first? Okay. And hands up if you think I should draw Lanky Len first. Okay, more children voted for Lanky Len first, so we'll draw him first, okay? His hat is red. He's got a long rectangle nose and he's smiling because he's thinking of all the naughty things he can get up to. And he's got a blue jacket on. Your colouring is always better than mine because sometimes I leave the white bits, do you remember? And you never do, you're much better. I'm going to draw long legs on him because he's called Lanky Len, and that means thin and tall. He has blue trousers, light blue socks, and green boots. So there's my picture of what I think Lanky Len looks like. So the farmer might wake up one morning and have a visit from a gentleman that looks like this. So we need to write a description. Now I know that you can write descriptions because you wrote describing words about the snurd. Do you remember? You described his colour, his texture, what he felt like. You described lots of things about the snurd. How would you describe Lanky Len? He is long and thin. Shall we try that? He is long and thin. You say, who is long and thin? Who is long and thin. He. So capital. He. Check your red word chart. He is. He is. You've not got a lot of room to write on here, so I think it will be just one sentence per baddie. He is long. Today, because we haven't got very much room, shall we not miss a line? Would that be a good idea? So we'll write on every single line. He is long. 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 He is long and. Can you try and by yourself? Use your robot arms. And. Two fingers. And. Oh, I've forgotten what I'm writing now, so I need to read what I've remembered. Read what I've written so far. He is long and thin. 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 That's the only thing if you write on every line. It's really hard to not get your words mixed up. So can you try and do really small velociraptor writing rather than great big T-Rex writing? Is that okay today? He is long and thin. Full stop. Sometimes on wanted posters you have a part that says reward, and that means if you see that person and you call the police and they can come and trap him, you might get a reward of some money. So you might be able to do a pound sign for the money, and you might say your reward is £100. So if they see that bad guy, they might call the police, and nothing will get stolen from the farm again. Let's try Hefty Hugh next. Okay, those who voted for Hefty Hugh, we're going to have a go at Hefty Hugh now. What does he look like? He's actually a little bit shorter and a little bit larger, because Hefty Hugh, hefty means large and heavy. So he might not be as tall as Lanky Len, but he's very, very thick and very broad. Let's have a look at drawing him. Every time I'm not sure what to draw, I always look back at the picture. If you need to do that, you can go back, rewind this video and press pause on his picture to draw him if you like. He has a green bobble hat. He has a light blue jumper. With dark blue stripes on it. His trousers are black. And his boots are grey. What words can we use to describe Hefty Hugh? Lanky Len is long and thin. Hefty Hugh is large and heavy. He is large and heavy. He, we already know this, don't we? We know the capital letter. He is sounds like is, but it's actually is. It's a trick, isn't it, from tricky. He, two fingers, he is large, large, large. He is, remember we're writing on every single line, aren't we, because we haven't got a lot of room on this one. He is large, large. digraph there. I'll start the car. He is large. Large. And 2 fingers. And he is large and, what did we say? Large and heavy. Thank you. Heavy. Heavy. Can you use your robot arms for me, please? Heavy. E. Heavy. E. E. What can you see? Full stop. He is large and heavy. Hefty Hugh is large and heavy. What would be your reward for him? Let's put our pound sign up to indicate there's money. What would your reward be? Would it be more than £100 or less than £100? You can put what you want to. I'm going to charge £200 on this one. £200 for Hefty Hugh. You can do that. If you run out of room for writing because your writing is a little bit too big, you can always carry on the back. If you want to, you can cut around the sign and you can put it somewhere. Your mummy might like it somewhere in the kitchen so that she can keep an eye out for anyone matching this description. Do you want to put it in the window of your house just so that Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len know we know exactly what they look like? Stay away. You can do whatever you like. Really try with your writing today. Really practice slowly with nice, neat cursive writing. You're all working very, very hard. Well done, everybody. I'll see you later on for maths.